Welcome back, everyone, to episode 3 of World of Shadows. Yay! So excited to play with you guys again. Where did we leave off? What was happening? I think we were with you.
We were with me. Where did we leave off?
You were doing it
just,
right.
You would yourself
just,
unconscious.
I had just conjured all of my sprites that I think I will need when we hit Chicago.
You literally burned yourself
And
out
then
and your
I-
jacket.
Passed out, and you're supposed to say that before, but I'm passed out right now, so it wouldn't be on probably.
Exactly.
That's right. That's why I said
So,
you
yeah.
burned yourself and your jacket.
Yeah.
out.
And so I passed out, bloody nose and everything, and
Just from
Uh,
preparing sprites.
yeah, Nyx doesn't know this, but you, Chrono Static, took care of me.
Yeah.
Which she doesn't know, but maybe she feels in her heart.
No, she doesn't know.
Doubtful. You'd have to have a heart first.
You're lucky I'm passed out right now.
So we
do you
drove
know?
30 hours
Straight.
across the Americas to
Mhm.
get to Chicago.
Yeah.
And
Chicago.
then we found out that the dossier when we arrived was that we needed to go into the CZ zone, the containment zone. CZ zone. That's like the ahi.
You know the Z stands
or
for
chai
zone.
tea. And we went into the CZ, which is the containment zone. And
Yeah.
but we didn't think that we had to go into the containment zone. We thought we were going into Chicago New to try and get the information from the Johnson, but now we're going into a very dangerous space
Mhm.
to find out about a job we don't even know about yet.
Mm-hmm. And whose fault is that? Mm-hmm.
Leroy's. So
No.
so we're going in. Yeah.
As a small moment of roleplay, I would imagine as Nyx is slowly getting to the point where she starts waking up, Jim Bob's gonna come with like a sandwich, like, so my mom has these moments where she passes out too, and I figure like sandwich normally helps. If you want it, it's got mayonnaise, mustard, 3 cheeses, and some relish.
Leroy, you want a bite?
Can I have a sandwich?
Yeah.
No. And Nyx will just take it and start eating the sandwich.
Is it real food or is this obviously soy
yeah.
percent?
Yeah.
There's
I can't
Gas
have
station
meat.
pickup on the way.
The stuffed shack or Nuka Burger number 2?
How am I feeling now that I've slept this off? I had some major damage going.
So let's see. So you did the 16 hours and it was 3 hours. So you've healed 3 boxes of stun.
But not my physical.
Sorry, 1 box of physical and 2 boxes of stun.
Oh, that's perfect.
Is it?
Kind of.
I don't think so. I'm still pretty stunned. I still have 8 stun.
And
My
you
sandwich
have
help?
Does the sandwich
another 4 hours. No, it's rest. You have another 4 hours until the Johnson meet at 2 a.m. So it's 10 p.m.
She could theoretically sleep for 4 more hours.
Still
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
So
Four.
and as you guys are
Two.
close, like you are still outside the CZ.
Yeah.
Because you'll have to get through, like find a way through, and like a lot of those are points with like Lone Star checkpoints. So
We'll spend a few. Do we know how many hours it'll take us once we get through the checkpoint to get there?
probably about 45 minutes.
Okay, so for 3 hours, then we'll let Nyx rest for 3. We'll say 3 more hours of rest. Then is that good, guys?
Yeah.
I'm good.
And then we'll go to the local Nuka Burger and we'll grab a Nuka Burger. I'll get the Nuka Burger
But
number
first-
2.
Are we gonna hang out?
But first, I will cover every single square inch of the interior of the van with an AR picture of me going.
So,
Okay.
so we'll.
She has
Nuka Burger's essentially like a stuffed shack. There's stuffed shack, and we'll grab
You're
one.
buying, right?
No.
Oh.
I'll buy my own meal. We got expenses. So I'll buy some synth.
I mean, it was an all like.
He did say that.
Yeah, it was an all expense paid.
That's right.
Even in game. I'll what do you call it? Buy a bunch of burgers for these guys, and I'll buy something.
Yay!
Get a bag of burgers.
Is these soy burgers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of burger do you get?
I usually get the number 7.
The number 7, which is the
Well, if he's buying, I'll get the number 7 because
Okay.
it's the big expensive one with like 4 patties.
Okay. Does it come with cheese?
Well, not real cheese.
Okay.
They dump it in grease and oil, and then they deep fry it,
Yeah.
and then they bring it back out, and then they put bun on it,
Cool.
and then they deep fry that.
Just making sure you weren't eating dairy. So.
No, I but
And in previous games, I used to sneak cheese into his meal. But we wanted to have use of his edge for the rest of this scene.
Can I get a
yes.
Did he glitch?
No, I'll have the deluxe. Can I have like 10 deluxes and a shake?
Oh,
And
diet soda.
yeah, just like yeah, whatever. Just toss in anything not meat.
Do you have anything that's like the opposite of diet soda?
Very, very sugary soda.
Yeah, you know the syrup that you mix
I
with.
just want the syrup.
Can I just get the syrup?
Can I just get the syrup?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
Please pull up to the next window for your order.
It's just both of us like through the window
Yeah,
over each other.
They have it.
I mean, makes sense.
Why can't I just serve it? They have it.
So I'll pay like 30 yen for this McDonald's, essentially.
Can you
Not
just
the way he's ordering.
can you
No, he's getting 1 deluxe, and I'm telling him it's 10. So I'm only paying for 1 deluxe, and I'm telling him it's 10.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's your deluxe, because it's like,
That seems lots.
can you just get like a bag of your hamburger meat and then like the sauce
You want 20 burgers, no bun, no toppings,
just in a
with
bag
sauce.
with the
Leroy?
and then put the syrup.
Leroy, you're blowing the budget on nothing. Get your usual.
Hey, I need to stock up on calories and protein. We're going into a CZ.
Huh. So we essentially blow 3 hours dealing with Harry and Floyd here, and then Harry and Lloyd, and then we'll after the 3 hours is done, I'll make sure she's awake, and then we'll attempt to try and get through.
All right. So the grid guide manages to get you to a checkpoint. However, there is no grid guide within the CZ.
That makes
Uh,
sense.
Oh.
No roads are like it.
That's okay. I'll drive it.
Not-
Bruno's gonna drive.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Well,
drive. We'll strap my bike up, and I'll
I'll
drive.
get out of the chair
I
and there'll
can
be like a squelching, like sticky sound and like a bunch of cans moving.
Do you know where to go, Jim? Jim?
I mean, you got navigation, right?
No, not inside the containment zone.
Okay.
It doesn't work in there.
I mean, you know how to go?
I don't know where to go, but I'll definitely get us through.
I mean, you can point the way. I could take us.
I think it would be better
there
for me to get us
maps?
past the stars.
Sure.
You'll be able to.
Like, can I just get a map, like a satellite image?
You can still quote unquote. You have your satellite, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can still access the matrix. There's still noise, so you'll be at a -2 for your
Okay.
all your rolls.
Right.
But you can get
But what I'm saying is, can I download outside of the CZ a map soft
yes.
that would then direct us, and we can do it just
I'll
like
find-
just like our great grandfathers used to,
Yeah.
Yes.
where you get the map out and you get a highlighter and you.
I mean, I thought the software allowed you to just have like a digital copy.
Yeah. I meant metaphorically.
I just imagined you downloading it, but it's still on a screen and you highlighting the screen.
I do have printer pants. I could print it
You can
off.
print it
Yeah, I
like
could.
the olden days.
So wait,
Just like in the old, listen, paper is still useful sometimes.
you said you're a butterfly?
What?
Or you said metaphorically, like they get into a cocoon
Wow.
and then they become a
Is
butterfly.
this what I sound like to other people?
Yes.
Oh,
So
no, I think I know.
we're gonna drive up.
The level of stupid. I love it.
I have a map.
Okay, but
I'll direct you.
so when we drive through the zone, what is it? Is it like a security checkpoint or?
So yeah, so it's going to be kind of like
Yeah,
if
what do
you
we
imagine
see?
a toll, except with armed security.
What a
And
miserable job.
so, but you see 6 Lone Star officers,
It's a lot.
a couple of the stalls that you could go through, but you see the checkpoint up ahead. So
All right, you're gonna do the talking.
Of course, that's why I'm driving. So
Yeah, that's why you're
Is
driving.
there anything anyone would like to hide or have a certain sin present?
Oh
or-
yeah, I'm taking out one of my sins.
I mean, if we're entering here, we're gonna need to have a pretty damn good reason, right? Like, not just regular people enter this place. It's a CZ.
Right. So as we're pulling up, I'll say to everybody, I'll say, anybody have any ideas as to what we'd like to do going through here, or why we're going into the containment zone?
Aren't you
can tell
going
we're
in to
on
visit your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can tell them we're on vacation.
Is it just a booty call?
Why would the four of us need to go to a booty call?
Oh well, someone's gonna film it.
Moral support.
No, we are going to go meet his girlfriend for the first time that we have heard so much about
I've never heard of her.
because wink wink
Well, we're all a polycule
Lawman.
or something.
no wink wink lawman he's planning a very special question and he wants us to meet her first.
Matrimony.
Oh, I see. This is an
Social
elaborate.
You're gonna
It is a ruse. Don't
Alright.
say anything in front of her when you see her.
Okay.
Do not say that to her when you see her.
Got it.
Ah, yes.
It's a surprise.
Well, I've already seen her. I'm assuming that I've already gone.
We've
to see
all
her.
been.
Is she in the containment zone?
You have not gone to see her yet. You guys just got here. and
Oh.
about 3 hours before you were meeting. You had time, but you spent it at Nukaburger.
Okay, sorry. I was under the assumption that when she was doing her spriting, I went to go.
Oh,
No, you were driving.
Okay.
Yeah. 11
We
hours.
just got here.
Oh, okay.
because there was a moment he wanted to. I do remember him wanting.
But is she
Yeah,
in?
we
But
were
is she
still on
in?
the way.
Yeah,
Is
but
she in Chicago or is she in the CZ?
she is in the CZ.
Right. So
Oh,
This
okay.
still
I
works.
thought she was in Chicago proper. Okay.
So yeah, so this works. We are going to go meet your girlfriend,
Mhm.
who knows? It could be a very special weekend.
Okay.
Listen,
That is a great cover story.
I may not
Only
be.
somebody without a heart. Oh, I'm awake. I forgot.
Have you met stars?
Hmm?
They're not known for having bleeding hearts.
Well,
They're known for causing them.
just do me a favor and just try not to talk at all.
Well, no, hold on though, because I may not be exactly the most socially adept person in the room here, but are a bunch of armed guards really gonna let someone in because I'm gonna ask her to marry me?
Yeah.
We'll find out.
I mean, I would.
Yeah.
Do we know why other people do travel to the CZ?
I suppose supplies.
I mean,
Why-
there's
why is
single-
Hope here?
Legal reasons.
there's
I mean, people live
people
there.
in there. There's some businesses. You could
people live there.
say you're delivering a package.
Yeah.
You could say
I mean, that's kind of what we're doing.
Fuck.
I don't want to give you the benefit of laughing, but that was funny. And so, I think that's a perfectly reasonable
What?
thing, and we're
Why
gonna.
is Hope here?
That's a great.
What's she doing here?
What is she doing here?
she's here for work.
Work. Okay.
Wow, that's incredibly specific.
All right, that's enough. What do we see when
mean-
we pull up?
It seems like in line with how he operates.
So you pull up.
Yes, yeah. What do I see as I pull up? The 6 guards kind of surround.
So you get the lazy swagger up to the window. The peek inside at everyone.
Don't wave.
Okay.
Does everyone have their fake sins?
Yep.
I need
Yeah.
your rating on the sin that you are using.
I mean, theoretically, we should use the ones that are like, you know.
you don't have a fake sin.
I've never left Seattle.
Yeah, you're also an idiot, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and say it's your sin. So
I will. I have a.
I got a rating 4 one I could use.
I have an R. Do I think this is like pretty high security that I want to pull out the big chops, or would I get away with like an R3? I've got a few.
based on the looks of these guys, they haven't seen activity in the way he's sauntering over. He doesn't seem to be in a big like.
Who are you, and
Yeah.
what military
They're-
facility are you trying to get into?
They're consider this like punishment duty. It's like, oh, they're on like guard dog.
I mean, you can make some assumptions.
I'm gonna try
I
and
am.
push an R3 through. Then I don't want to blow an
Well,
R6.
if you're gonna be an R3, I'll do an R4.
So he kind of
As far as he knows, my name is Pal for Life.
what was that?
3.
3.
Right.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, my name is Dylan Bertolo.
Yeah. I'm Mr.
Legit.
Jenkins.
Really?
Mr. Jenkins.
Mr.
Okay.
Jenkins. That's with a 3 and a 5.
So
and a 1.
as you pull up and he kind of peeks in, you can see he kind of lowers his AR glasses and looks at each of your sins, your icons in the matrix. Raises them again, and as he looks at each of you, he notices something strapped to your back.
My back. My back.
Is that an assault cannon?
Yeah, it's the best. It's so cool.
Everyone needs to step out of the vehicle. I'm going to need backup up here. We have a Panther assault cannon.
I mean, I would imagine.
Oh, hold on a second.
He's just happy to see you.
We're this particular assault cannon is used as a celebratory device, as I am attempting to propose to my
A
significant other.
celebratory assault cannon.
Yeah, it's
Filled with confetti.
confetti and other interesting things of that
Confetti.
nature.
I will let you make a persuasion roll.
First impressions.
I do get first impressions.
You sure do.
I ignore heat and rep. I'm gonna go for con and charisma.
I mean, that is what you're doing.
This is exactly what I'm doing. 5.
Just to be on
and-
the safe side, I'm scoping this guy's comm. Is he going for a comm?
Oh yeah,
using a comm?
he was going for his
As he started
Mike.
using it.
I'll give you, like, he's in motion to
Cool.
his
I'm gonna just if I get the notion that Chrono's fast talk is not working, I'm gonna squelch that.
Okay.
Okay. So with the 2 edge that I get for that scene, I'm going to blow 2 more to do a reroll of all of my failed successes. All of my failed, not successes, but failures. And I'm going to score in with another 2. 5 successes.
That's not bad.
I blew a lot of edge for that.
Okay.
5 successes. It's honestly for show.
You see, sir, he's going to propose to his girlfriend.
With a Panther assault cannon.
It's
We like
confetti gun. It's for
We like it.
ladies.
We like it rough.
Not according to the videos I've seen.
It's the new thing.
You
It's-
notice, actually, anyone who's looking at all of you, make an insight check. So I want you to let's do straight intuition.
straight intuition. Okay.
I'm great at that.
I
Probably doing that wrong, but hey.
Oh wow, 3 successes.
I have 2 successes.
have 2 successes.
My goodness. I got 2.
How down?
You all see, like, as all the, like, I'm totally not believing this
Yeah.
comes in his eyes. You notice his eyes brighten a little bit as he turns back and goes, "That's really exciting. I'm sure you have something really special planned for the proposal,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure that there's a budget
Mhm.
that comes with such an event like this."
Yeah, absolutely. There is a budget.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Thank you so much. What?
I think he wants a puppy.
Please make
Wants a bribe,
your
he wants a
hacking
bribe.
check.
Yeah.
Not-
Yeah.
Oh,
You can still do your thing. It's just I'm
no,
gonna-
he's
It's gonna be either intuition plus sleaze or sleaze times 2.
Uh, Intuition plus times sleaze or plus.
Well, that's what they're gonna be using to defend.
Oh,
against me.
okay.
Yeah.
my question is what kind of budget do you think we'd have?
I can do a demonstration.
I'd imagine a budget of 500 new yen sounds
Oof.
sounds like a nice evening.
I also, at this time, am going to have my machine sprite
Mm-hmm.
do
You made it by 1.
He has 1 minute of squelch.
Cool.
while that's squelched, my machine sprite will do an electron storm to try and just diffuse all of the wiring in his
Seems excessive.
thing. I don't care.
I'm starting to gather that Nyx is excessive on things.
I'm starting to gather that as well. I'm going for subtle. I mean, listen, There's only so much subtlety you can have with someone who literally wears a glowing shirt.
So he says is the budget's about 500.
Yeah.
While you're doing that roll, Lisa, he'll say, well, that is pretty much not too far off the budget, but we're kind of operating at about half that.
This is,
The delay of the conversation, someone from behind him, a few meters away, says, "Hey, everything going all right over there?" And the guy kind of gets like, "Fine, yeah, do it. Pay it now."
I'll hit 250.
Come on.
Oh no.
Did you glitch?
No.
I did not glitch,
Okay.
0 success.
but it's literally 8 dice, 0 successes.
One task spent.
Can I try it? Can I have it do it again?
I don't. There's no reason to, but
I'm
okay.
getting
You
through.
can.
No, do it.
Oh, we are getting through?
Yes.
Sorry, I was
He,
focused on
he
rolling.
bribed the guard.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Finally ended up bribing
Yeah.
him.
He flags you through. We're good over here.
For a cheaper price too. Good job.
I'll disable the squelch. Don't need, I don't.
I had it the whole time. The whole goal was to get him to come in high. Get him to come in high. Trust me. It's not my first time doing this, guys.
Oh,
Seems
I
like
know.
All right, you guys
Believe
are
me.
through, and you make your way into the CZ. The CZ itself, imagine a giant wall. So you've got these toll booths that you just made your way through. Those look pretty normal, but the wall itself is like debris, just stacked up to make sure that anything that
I was wondering
get
what
out.
the walls are made of. That makes more sense.
yeah. So it's not concrete. It's not anything.
stuff.
It's stuff. So stuff from the explosion itself that probably actually made a small wall itself in the crater. However, it's tall. It's not
I'm not entering a village. where it's just-
the nice watch wall tall,
Edge.
but it's a big wall. With that debris, you would know that probably there's other sneakier ways in and out, but you probably got to be in the know or have someone in the know to find those.
I'm getting like
His
a
girlfriend.
loading ready run kind of like the stacked up stuff kind of vibe. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And as you go in, the light that was emanating from the toll booth itself, like because they always have the overhang with it all lit up, everything goes dark. There is no lighting here. There is debris in the roads. Like a lot has been cleared, but you can see where stuff's been pushed off to the side. If you take a wrong turn or something like that, you could be blocked off by just trash.
All right, I need to know where we're going, guys.
It would certainly be helpful if you had glasses or goggles or something with ultraviolet like these.
Tell me where you want. Tell me where I'm going.
Did you not get a map?
I have a map, but he's got to see where he's going.
I can see where we're going.
I don't want you behind the wheel.
I'm great at the wheel.
I'm sure you are.
I'm gonna turn ultraviolet on, and then also AR with the map, which I'm sure is like kind of frizzing a little bit, but we'll do that, and then that way I can see pretty much like a decent radius around us, and then I can follow the map to kind of see where we're going. And just hope that Chronostatic can see well enough to
Does that help you see also like?
ultraviolet.
bodies?
Ultraviolet effectively is like echolocation, like everything.
Okay,
bounces
okay,
off
cool.
everything.
I do turn on my thermographic vision just to see like.
Yeah, see, I have thermographic vision. I just figured
No,
I'm out in the middle of nowhere in a road, so I don't know how helpful that's going to be.
no. You do your. I'm just saying like that's what he will turn on just to see.
Just
like,
for flavor, because you don't have cyber eyes, right?
I do not.
So, and you don't, these aren't goggles. This is just your natural vision that can
Yes.
do this. So I'm going to imagine it's like the crocodile skin eye, like,
Yeah.
so it kind of covers and that's your
Yeah,
thermographic.
It's like almost like an ultraviolet looking thing, like a very purplish, very violet looking skin that comes over his eyes.
Like a violet cataracts.
Yeah.
Like you can still see his pupil underneath that and everything. It's translucent, but
What was thermal the best one to put on, or low light?
thermal is not going to be terribly helpful. So the thing is, dark vision if you have something like that, will help you see in the dark. Obviously, thermal lets you see heat signatures.
That's what he is trying
Yeah.
to do. Like, just so like we're not gonna hit someone, or
Right,
Or if
right.
someone's trying to
Or
sneak
if
in.
It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if someone's hiding and you see a
that's
flash
exactly
of heat or
that's what
something
he
like
was trying
that.
to look
Yeah.
for.
So that's what that does.
Okay, so we get the lights on the truck though, which give us a bit of dim radius. Yeah, so the low light will get us a little further, right?
And theoretically,
so I'll
thermo-
switch to low light.
thermographics would also show like recent tire treads and stuff from like
Yeah, any
fires,
sort of
too,
thing
so-
that has heat signature.
Yeah.
Or had heat signature.
We will not proceed quickly, but we will proceed at a regular
Casually.
pace.
Yep.
Yes,
We'll
casually.
approach casually.
Yes.
I mean, we didn't have a
casually.
time limit as to when to get there.
You have to be there by 2 a.m.
I
Yeah.
lied.
We got 45 minutes, so we will drive adequately.
It's slow. You don't have traffic, but you have debris and you have lack of vision. So it does take you quite a while to get there.
Turn left.
Um,
Now turn right. Oh, now you gotta do a U-turn.
Oh, look, a rabbit.
Keep going. I'll drive. Yeah.
There are no rabbits here. Well,
That's
not the way you
that-
know them.
that's not a rabbit.
Now, Nix, I'm starting to think that this job is a little more serious than a classic run,
Oh, really? What tipped you off?
considering where we are and what we're doing.
We still don't know how much we're getting paid for
You
this.
don't say.
Of course. Well, it should be exciting nonetheless.
They better be
I mean, they
for
better
a
be
good
paying us.
cause or a
bloody king's
lot
ransom.
of money.
Well, we'll find out.
I'll take the money.
So you guys, as the 45 minutes pass, you start to get close to your destination. You know what? Let's make sure you don't get lost though.
Okay, we all
With
pilot?
this weaving around. Yeah, do a piloting.
We have like 4 different kinds of site maps. We should
Piloting
be
is
okay.
based on
You
my
should be
intuition.
okay, but what was that?
Piloting is based on my intuition.
Piloting plus, I think it's normally reaction.
Oh, even better.
However, I am gonna sub it for intuition because, like, if this road is blocked off and you have to find a way around, that's gonna take.
Yeah,
some-
that
Would I
be
gain
like-
any edge or
Oh, I
bonus
feel like it would
from?
be
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
Would I gain any edge or bonus from him? His augment.
Well, I was gonna say something I could try.
Why don't I help direct you
his
with my
directions.
logic?
Mhm.
Because
I can roll naked. It's fine.
Okay.
I've got piloting, so
I
At
have
least-
logic. Can I help him by saying, "Hey, I think we should go this way"?
So you can do. Let's talk about this. This is called an assist.
okay.
Yeah.
So what you're gonna do is you can, if you want to add using your logic with the map reading and stuff like that. Let's just have you roll a straight logic,
You got it.
and any hits that you get, add to his dice pool.
I was
That's a
gonna.
dice pool. Oh,
I was
nice.
gonna say, is there a chance that I could like, because he does have an AR.
For
Uh,
you, I can do it.
Yeah, well, yeah, he does have AR. So could I just be like, basically like mini map quest icon, follow this arrow.
Yeah.
Here's the directions. Here's a HUD.
Yeah.
Like just feed all that stuff into his
Yeah.
vision. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. What'd you get?
I added 3 to his dice pool.
Awesome. What'd you get?
Oh, I haven't rolled yet. I was too excited about her adding to the dice
Did you
pool.
add 3 to that?
Yes. I got 3 successes.
All right. So with everyone helping you,
Me helping
you,
the most.
You helping the most. You do start to approach a spot where like the cars are dilapidated. It's on the street, but like you can tell, unlike many of the other cars you've passed that are defunct and stripped for parts, these are at least in use. You see a couple motorcycles. Nothing is high quality. Everything is pretty run down. And you see a business.
A
There-
business.
A business. There is a black door and a large picture window that has boards on it. But you can smell the sausages burning in the kitchen. You can smell, yeah. You can see the activity. Like occasionally, someone comes or goes. You can hear the sounds of forks hitting plates from outside and conversation. It's not hopping. It's slow, but there are clientele inside.
And
This is my kind of place.
this is lawless area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then I will take my sword out, sheath it. I'll hit up a couple of grenades, just to make sure I'm prepared. Like if this
AIDS.
is an area where like we're not in an area where the law is really going to get to us. So I want to prepare for a run. I'm running at this
I
point,
mean,
basically.
Lawless is always kind of an interesting statement because there are laws, they're just not government enforced.
But just for certain, I'll put stick and shock in just in case we need to make it a non-lethal encounter to start.
Oh yeah, you're stick and shock.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
this is just how Jim Bob operates, but he will prominently display his weapons in a way that is both him like, look at me, I'm pretty cool, but also unintentionally it's a form of deterrent.
As I say, I'm kind of okay with that.
It's pretty cool, but don't think about it.
Hey,
It's purely like just a
you
warning sign of, look at, I have a goddamn cannon on the back of my strapped to the back.
I'm Leroy, and this is my friend, the cannon.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim Bob,
Yeah.
when we go in,
Yeah.
give it about 30 seconds before you come in. Just watch the area around us. Make sure
One,
we're not being followed. Okay.
Dude, what's after 12?
Never mind.
I got
Thanks.
this.
Okay.
Being the exact opposite of Jim Bob Jim. You do not see any weapons on me at all, even though they are there. So my.
Oh, I just want to point out, if you are the complete opposite of Jim Bob Jim, you'd still be Jim Bob Jim because it works both
No, I'd
ways.
be
No, it'd
Bob
be-
Jim Jim Bob.
No, it'd be Midge,
Midge,
Bob, Midge.
Yeah. Midge is
Forgoing semantics here.
That's fair. That's a good point.
So, sorry, you were saying before you were so rudely interrupted by a dwarf.
My firearm blends perfectly with my clothes, no matter where I place it. It camouflages and has like a sheen on it that is ever changing. And if I change my clothes, it also changes and it will be camouflaged. So you can't even see it, even if I'm
Wow.
holding it. If I have my hands, in a way like this, it just looks like my fingers are just like this, just like,
That's neat. I have a holster that I can mentally move around the inside of my jacket.
good for you. And I have, my throwing knives all on the inner lining of my vest.
So, door open into this scene. What do we see? New scene?
Yeah,
Piano?
new scene. Edge refreshes.
Heyo.
Hey.
Should pass me the tokens back so I can give you guys edge again.
Oh wait, I could have used these.
You didn't use them.
End scene.
Ah.
Ha ha ha.
Not to waste.
More stupid next time.
Water?
So, what do we see?
As you open the door, you see dim light. You see 3 or 4 tables filled. Everyone kind of looks at the door, sees you, and looks back. And you see in the far corner a man he's human and middle age. He looks at you and gives a little wave, acknowledging that he is the one you are there to see.
Recognizes us based on. Okay.
You do have a reputation.
Maybe. So I'll just jander over. The
Jander.
bartender see anything?
This place,
Are we in a diner?
there's not a bar. It's like a diner.
Diner?
They probably
Serve us the table?
they probably serve alcohol and stuff like that, but it's not like a bar.
Okay. All right. I'll pull up, spin the chair around,
It's like a counter, though,
sit
right?
down,
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lean forward and say, okay, so you brought us into the CZ for a job that we don't know what we're doing or what we're getting paid for. And I assume you're the Johnson that's about to answer all those questions.
How clever of you.
He's actually very smart.
But we're still outside.
Oh yeah.
So it's just you two inside?
Yeah, we're,
right now?
we're starting the occasion because I want to get my first impressions. So,
So what you see, in addition to just this being human, he has quality street style clothes. He obviously is trying to blend in with the CZ, but is clearly not from inside the CZ.
Mm-hmm.
So as he discusses with you, he goes, "Is this your entire team?"
nope, the other two will be in shortly. Do you want us all together?
Unnecessary. Do you speak for the team?
I speak for the team only in a point of simplicity. I will confer with them if you ask us any questions that I don't feel comfortable answering on their behalf.
All right. So what I have for you is a disruption is needed. Well, several actually. Over the course of the next week,
so due by next Sunday. I need you to cause some disturbances at a casino
Oh boy,
here in the
I'm
CZ.
great at this.
What?
I'm listening.
No, I know.
I guess you have no way to hear.
Did you hear it? No, but did you say it out loud?
Yes.
Oh, and then he's like, what?
Hey, look over there. A
Why?
distraction.
Go on.
So for at least 2 incidents, base pay is 10,000 new yen each.
I mean, that's okay.
So
Disturbance at a casino would cause us a lot of trouble in the future.
So hold on.
It's the CZ.
out of character, what is the going rate for a run, roughly? Is there anything in the books that explain that, or is this just
In
subjective?
the books, in my experience with like Shadowrun missions,
I was gonna
it's
say.
usually they 5,000 to 7,000.
So this
I was
is
gonna say,
this is a high risk.
That's like 2 months of rent.
Yeah,
for me.
well, this
Yeah.
is 1 month of
That's
rent for me.
okay.
Okay.
This is also per incident. No, this is for the week.
10,000 each.
I mean, making 2 months rent in a single week is not too bad for
Why?
causing a disturbance.
Why are we doing this?
You do not need to know, but more details will be given if you choose to take the job.
I look over at Nyx. Chronosnake leans back. Just waiting for you to nod or shake.
You just shook her
Who
head.
is the client?
That is privileged information.
What type of client is this?
Do you not understand the point of a Mr. Johnson, the anonymity of who I represent?
I don't care who it is actually. What type of client is this? Is this a corporate client? Is this a local business? Is this some people who just want to take advantage of the casino, civilian with a lot of money? What? Just tell me the classification of client.
I do not. Based on the first question, which I think is the most important, I do not represent a corporation.
You'll be safe on this one. To assume that it's not who you think it is. Leroy,
You're awfully bold to believe they're telling the truth. What's up?
what do you think? I've got a whole bunch of heebie-jeebies on this one.
Oh. It's as if they're selling red flags behind the counter. But listen, causing a disturbance in a casino. I mean, that's easy. You know how easy that is? We got a guy called Jim Bob Jim with a cannon on his back. We just send him in and we get paid money.
All right, I think you guys can make your entrance now.
Okay.
And third. Boom shakalaka. I kick the door open.
No, jeez.
As you do, people look and they take a second look at you
Hi.
because having a very illegal assault cannon on your back is like they take a second look, but it's the CZ, so nobody's doing
It's not
it.
legal. It's a lawless society.
It's a confetti cannon, everybody. It's a confetti cannon.
It shoots mists.
It's a confetti cannon, and that whatever it hits becomes confetti.
Yes, I love it. I didn't know I had a confetti cannon.
Yeah. But let's keep it on the down low, huh?
Okay, I'll just tell people it's a confetti cannon.
No. You just look. Go in there and ask the nice people for some food,
Okay,
and then eat it.
I could do that.
I figured as much.
I'm good at that.
How did I end up being the babysitter?
I mean, it is a rough job for you. I don't want to negotiate for you, but I do think that 10,000 take home is fine. But what about expenses while we are here? We have a week here. We have no place to stay. We have to eat. We might need a few provisions. So will you take care of all of that and ahead of our 10,000?
Since you kind of were deferring to Chrono for that, I'm going to let you do an assist. So you're going to roll a negotiation, which is influence negotiation if you have it, plus charisma.
Okay.
And I can add those to my dice rolls.
Yes.
Good, 'cause I have
One
good
thing I
influence.
wanted
I do
to
have-
use my entrance for is even though I didn't talk specifically to Johnson, but he knows that I'm part of the team.
Mhm.
I wanted to make the biggest entrance possible to showcase all these guns, especially the nature of the mission. Would that convince him, like, oh, they have means of destruction?
As you look to him, with your grand entrance, like, ta-da!
Yeah.
He looks back to you, kind of checks you over, but seems unsurprised.
Okay.
Because I am accustomed to doing some of these negotiations myself when I am not running with this team, I do have a lot of, and I was raised in a way where I know how to speak to people. I do have etiquette under my influence. May I add my 2 for etiquette as well?
Etiquette. Who needs etiquette?
That's not
Oh,
that.
never
Doesn't
mind.
look
Sorry.
that good.
Never mind.
Please add 4 to your roll.
Goodness.
Okay, my influence is 3. I'm not using my specialization in intimidation. My charisma added to that, and then add 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You are very intimidating.
So I am trying to influence this negotiation for our expenses to be added to the bill.
I mean, let's be real here. I don't think they have many other options, and it sounded like they wanted this done fairly fast.
That
Sure,
tactic's
it's not like there's another team.
Exactly.
I will
what I'm thinking.
spend the 2 edge in this scene that I get for first impressions to flip one to a success. And I have my success hits. Woo! The dice on this one.
There, Johnson.
It's a real roll. It's a roll off, folks.
Actually, I don't think I need to be faking this in front of the Johnson, so...
I got 4 hits.
6.
Okay. I will
I mean, it's only fair.
allow for an additional 1,000 new yen each.
What does it cost?
For a week, that seems like it would about do it.
You have yourself a deal. Yeah, guys?
You
I
think
mean,
that will
sure.
be a place for us to stay in? Sure.
Consider it done.
Excellent. Now that we've gotten that behind us, the target is the Golden Goose Casino on Goose Island. Uh,
I like it already.
it is run by
If it's run by Mother Goose, I swear to God.
control your pet.
Quiet.
Well done. It is run by you probably don't know much about local politics, but a group called the Aldermen.
Oh boy.
Oh, there they are again.
The Aldermen are making a pool to control areas of the containment zone. My employer would like to not see that happen without causing an all-out war. So disrupting the casino operations in a way that puts egg on their face.
We're not to geek
It's ideal.
anyone, though. This isn't a wet work job.
I mean, if it happens, it happens, but that is not the target
yeah.
of what we are doing. The owner of the Golden Goose, or the proprietor, I should say, is the commissioner. They all have stupid names like that.
That is a really
Sorry,
stupid
the
name.
commissioner. So when the Johnson says the commissioner, is this like a court personality or a like what kind of name? Does this?
Don't know anything about it with what you know about
I
them.
think it's like the detective. It's just like it's a title.
This is a privately owned casino.
Yes.
So the commissioner is likely a name that this person gave to themselves.
Yes.
Some sort of
The
self-appointed
last
title.
commissioner, I think he passed a few months ago. It's been fairly recent.
The new commissioner, is it a man or a woman?
A man. You will get a bit of. Well, I'll leave the research to you. Apparently, you need 2 deckers for some reason. But
Well,
We
Sometimes,
each other
you know,
sometimes.
Leroy, that's not the point. Will we receive our payment in half up front?
can do that.
Plus expenses prepaid.
I mean, this was part of the negotiation, I would say.
Okay, good.
You want to leave the research to us, but you know the information. You don't want to give it to us to assist in the
Yeah, I
job
was
that
gonna
you are
say.
hiring us for.
Are you a new Shadowrunner here?
No, I am not.
I will give you the information I am permitted to give you. Anything further, you must find on your own.
Well, sure.
I understand you're not giving us information on the client, but on the target. We would just help the client if you gave us the information.
I've given you the information on your target. What you choose to do for your disruption is up to you.
I don't think she has privy. Mr. Johnson is she, sorry?
He.
I don't think he has privy to the information that we're looking for. We're going to have to reconnaissance this one ourselves.
All right.
I mean, you could always go in and just gamble away all your money. You'd learn a lot.
Figure that out.
I will say that I am amenable to offering potential bonuses if these events are particularly devastating to the owners, or if there are more than 2. The minimum is 2 incidents. More could mean more new yen for you.
I assume these disturbances need to be more than just public malarkey. You're looking for, like,
The goal
damage.
is I want the patrons to lose faith
I see.
in this operation and the people controlling it.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting quest.
I'm okay with this.
I'm okay with this.
Bedlam. Who doesn't love a little bit of chaos?
I mean, if you want something to go boom, I can make it go boom.
Well, let's save that for the finale.
Would you happen to have any information on its measures of security, or whether it is
I have a data
Legally
file
protected.
with some basic information for you.
much appreciated?
Mhm.
I feel like casinos are more lethally protected than banks.
Yeah.
They are.
Something you should be aware of, I will be heading out of town for the week for deniability purposes, of course. But we can preset the payoff meeting for 1 week from today, right now, 2 a.m.
Right here?
This casino,
I
Goose
will
Island.
I will send you a different location.
Sounds
Mm.
good.
This Goose Island is in the CZ.
Yes,
Okay, so definitely very lethal security.
it's an island on the Chicago
There
River.
will likely be like black ice and stuff. It's going to be rough.
Now, in terms of your question of security, I do know that most of it is mainly street toughs rather than high-end professionals. It is the CZ after all. I have heard that their electronics gear is not up to par in terms of those security
Time
members.
to get patch updates in the CZ.
It is
You're
the
way too
commissioner.
excited.
The casino does operate every night from 6 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Mhm.
And we do know as well that the staff arrives around 5 p.m. and is out by 4:45 in the morning after cleanup.
Looking for a new job?
I mean, it might be for reconnaissance purposes.
Probably better than going in as a patron.
We'll find out.
The casino itself is only open from 6 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Yes.
Hopefully.
And this casino is just a gambling establishment, or are there restaurants, arenas,
Ooh, is it one of those ones with
places
free
used
booze?
to sleep?
It is fairly small given the CZ. I think it's got multiple levels, but it's all for entertainment purposes, no residences.
Is it one of those casinos that has like a full like free soda thing where you can just have as much as you want because they make so much money?
I apologize on behalf of the Haffer here. Quiet, Leroy.
Is there
important
a
information.
restaurant on location?
There is not.
Oh, we can figure that out.
All right.
They'd be starving.
7 days from now, we look forward to seeing your
Excellent.
coordinates.
He pings you all your 50% up front with a small data file, and then puts the bill on a tab and says, "Please enjoy a meal on me."
Hey, thanks.
Thank you.
We'll get some.
So you'll get 6,000 because 5,000 plus the expenses, so 6,000.
Yeah, this works for me.
Sick. Now I got 2 months of living.
I mean, we gotta finish this job.
As you open the data file, there is a map with the general layout of the facility, a short dossier on the commissioner, and another comlink number to call him on when the job is done.
Cool. I'm
Okay.
going to immediately get that map sorted out. All right. Do we want to meet back in the van?
Sounds like a good idea. The dossier on the commissioner. Any
Yes.
trigger words that I should like to?
He is human.
Okay.
Took on the role after the death of his predecessor a few months ago.
The mysterious death.
He's doing very well with the aldermen and moving up in their ranks rather quickly. And his casino is a hub for aldermen meetings and gatherings.
Are there photographs in this dossier?
Just the map.
I was gonna say it's very hard to take pictures in a casino. Map is amazing though. How up to date is the map? How recent is it?
It's current.
Is it like a blueprint or is this like a fire escape plan?
I'd say it's kind of like a blueprint.
Oh, sick. Okay. Does it show the entire complex, or can I tell that there are like areas that don't seem to be accounted for? It's 3-dimensional, I assume.
It's pretty much the building itself. So yeah, you can pull it up and it's thinking very Hunger Games here, but you kind of can bring up the flat map and then like raise it, and now you can see the building. You can zoom in on like the first floor, second floor, and stuff like that.
So if we're back in the van, then I will get my projector out and put up a white noise cancellation,
Yep.
and all that stuff, and we'll get this on display here. All right.
First things first, we need to identify what affiliation this Golden Goose has with any of the AAAs, if at all.
I mean, I assume there's some dealing going on. Casinos, from what I understand, are always doing all kinds of stuff in their back rooms. Like poop.
I'm going to dig into my knowledges here and ask you that as I'm thinking about this,
Poop and dick jokes will give you everywhere, guys.
as I'm thinking about this, the CZ, which businesses, corporations or subsidiaries of the corporations, AAAs or whatnot, have the most vested interest in the regrowth or the sustaining of the CZ?
Would you like to search for that? Would you like to?
I just want to know if I have any memories of this through any of the dossiers of the core personalities that I've talked to, my sprawl streets, or maybe understanding my knowledge in tech companies or security systems that would have a vested interest to try and buy in.
I
Get their
also have
services
knowledge
there.
of corporations like corporate life and security systems. But how long ago was Chicago nuked?
20 years,
yeah.
21 years.
Oh, okay. So that would have been within just after my time, like deep in corporate life. But I have still been like really well connected, at least within like Horizon and their dealings. And I also know what dealings they have with other corporations. So like maybe between the two of us, like what we would know corporate wise, like money being passed around.
Some very, very basic. I mean, every major city has presences by a lot of the corporations, but usually there's one or two that have a big presence. Back in the day, Ares was very involved, but that was before we don't know if that's really changed since the CZ came to effect. You go ahead and make a roll for me of some sort. I'll see if let's do your knowledge skill plus logic.
So while they're all been doing that, I'm gonna. How well can I make comm calls in the CZ? Is it kind of spotty, or is it okay?
It's spotty.
But like doable.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to call my buddy Randall. He's an information broker by trade. Late night aspiring professional gamer
Cool.
by night. I every time I get into beta keys, I hold on to them and I leverage them to get them to do what I want. He also covers for me, so if my mom ever wants to know where I am, I'm like, I'm going over to Randall's house, and then she'll call him and he'll like pretend it's me. He's got a bunch of recordings and stuff, so he
Cool.
covers for me.
Cool.
I wouldn't exactly call him a friend, but he's a gaming buddy.
Cool. What's his loyalty and connection?
So, unsurprisingly, my influence is not very high, but Randall is my only. He's my highest connection and my highest loyalty, both two.
Oh my god.
Okay.
He's the closest thing to a friend that I have.
So before we go with that, what did you guys roll?
Fail.
I spent a chunk of edge for my memory, and I got 5.
Okay.
5 successes. Trying to remember like other runs I've done. I've heard this Golden Goose before. It's companies that done stuff in Chicago because Hope's been there. She's been yapping about stuff. So I've wanted to know.
As you think about it again, and now that you have the information about the Golden Goose and Goose Island,
Yeah, what kind of security companies would buy into
it
this?
makes you think about kind of remember that you had heard at one point that MCT Mitsuhama has some interest in claiming parts of the CZ, and so you wouldn't be surprised if this casino has ties to MCT.
I'll say that out loud.
Yeah, now I just want to blow the whole thing up.
Oh, I can do that.
Well,
Hey, listen, we need to do a minimum of 2 disruptions. So what we should be doing is ramping it up without getting caught or without them having one. So maybe we need to have each disruption trigger the next so that it seems natural. They don't get wise to us. So what would be the most embarrassing thing for a casino to happen? Well, obviously,
Everybody starts winning.
No. Well, everyone starts winning, yes.
that's really hard to pull off, though.
It is hard to pull off, but depending on what type of gambling is being done here, we may be able to rig the machines to pay off, unless it's all table.
Yeah, we're gonna find out about that. Hey, buddy.
Hey, you up for some gaming tonight?
Well, I got a job right now. It's kind of why I'm calling you. See,
Oh,
you know how I was going off to Seattle for a bit with my my other friend, Chronostatic?
yeah.
Yeah. The guy who anyway, he's roped me into some job. He needs my help. You know how helpless he gets. So
God, you're friends with such needy people.
oh, I know. I you know what? I'm such a giver. Unappreciated. Anyway, we gotta go do this some stuff. He's taking me to a casino out in Chicago in the CZ because he likes to live dangerously. Chrono, the junkie, the adrenaline, all that. What can you tell me about the Golden Goose? Is this like one of those easy places that we can like coast through and get some nice winnings, with my skills, or is this a place we're gonna have to be on the more lookout for card counters and stuff? Like, do you hear about this in your day job?
I mean, it's the CZ, so it's not Vegas, right? Like,
Oh, for sure.
yeah, it's not gonna have that kind of security.
Well,
but-
Chrono, he wouldn't take me to Vegas. He's way too broke.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, I think in terms of security, you're looking for they're gonna have something, but it's probably. I mean, I've seen what you can do to those video games.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably not gonna be much of a challenge for you. But yeah, so.
Ask them what kind of games there are. That's the point.
Is it? Yeah. So based on that, you're saying these are mostly like electronic types games, or are these like the old-fashioned?
They got multiple floors. Like on the main floor, I know they've got slots. They've got some craps, some roulette, some blackjack.
Yeah.
They got it all.
Do they? I assume that these places would have maintenance needed every now and again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Do you know?
Oh, and I think they've got Joy Boys and Joy Girls.
Oh, of course.
So if you feeling a little lonely there.
Yeah. Do you know? I got that. Sometimes I like to do those side gigs, right? So let's say.
Yeah, I bet you like that side gig. Yeah.
Yeah. Remind me to. Never mind. So if I were to go in there and it was like, hey, we're here to fix the problem machines and stuff, like that's a fairly regular occurrence, right?
I mean, I guess if they've got a problem, they've reported. Like,
That's right.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know about people in the CZ, like companies or something that might be responsible for fixing that? Is it usually
I don't, man.
in-house?
Yeah, I don't really know.
Yeah, I know it was a bit of a long shot, but I know you like money, so I figure casinos.
I really like money.
Yeah,
You let me know if it's any good, and I'll go check it out.
will do. And hey, next beta key I get, I'll share with you, and we'll frag some.
Yeah. That's why I keep you around.
And if
Pain
my
in the
mom
ass.
calls, just remember.
No, I got you.
Yeah,
You know I
okay,
got you. Yeah.
As you're about to put the phone down, and here's him saying next beta, he's like, "Can I be in on that,
We'll see.
please?"
Depends.
Really good.
What did you find out?
Well, we have a couple of options. Basically, the place is it's your it's lower end than like something that they might have in Vegas. So the security will be reasonable, but not astronomical. We're not going to be expecting like Lone Star level weaponry and things like that, and Ares and all that. But my thought is we have a couple ways in. You could potentially try to get a job as someone working there. We could go there as patrons. I could always try my good old, ladder clipboard. No one looks at you because you're IT, and they like to try to ignore that you exist and just go in there and start messing about with the machines. I might be able to get an algorithm written up that I could basically just start running and cause them all to start spitting out money at random.
Well, hold on a second. Let's think about this here. Let's brainstorm some ideas.
I
Right.
just did.
What would be embarrassing to
Here's the thing.
casinos?
The casinos-
Besides the money spent.
I was thinking along the same lines, but then questioned myself because I was thinking, roulette. We could make it so that it pays out, like we could make it stop on the number that it needed to stop at, so it was continually paying out, which would harm the casino, yes, but that's not embarrassing.
No, the idea.
We want
yeah.
the customers to not trust the casino,
right.
not come back.
So we need to expose them for cheating.
We need to make it so that, yes, the casino looks like it's cheating.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been playing fair this entire time?
Usually not.
Sorry.
But
Well, they're already cheating then.
We need to expose the houses.
I think
wins.
you're probably right. This is a lot easier than we're making it being. All we got to do is just expose what they're already doing. That's way easier than having to fabricate something.
but maybe make
You're
it
gonna steal a casino.
slightly worse than it is.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. That makes
Perhaps
sense.
we catch some of them on vid, like talking about the systems that they use.
Yeah. No, we
And
need
then broadcast that.
we need to get so here's what I'm thinking, Chrono. You could be an investor. You go in looking to see if you want to invest in the casino, start talking to
Now
people
we're
in shops. And we put a recording device on you. We got to find a way to hide that. I'm sure your technomancy can do something with that. You just wave your hand and solve all the problems, right?
And Jim Bob can be my guard.
I don't know how I feel about sending Jim Bob in.
No, he can just be my guard. We'll leave the cannon and stuff.
I feel like Nick should go in with you.
No, Nix, I think, needs to play the field. Go out and play the games and get the general.
I mean, I'm very good.
I mean, hold on a second. This place is known for its ghouls, right? What do we know about ghouls?
Well, there was that one time we went to a graveyard and I threw a hand at one of them.
So the place we're going to is the Shattered Cemetery. Was called the Shattered. It was the Shattered.
This is not in the Shadowgraves
Shadowgraves.
neighborhood. That's where City Hall is.
Mhm.
This is Goose Island.
That was a plot point that was brought up that will likely come back later.
Yeah, there's no reason why Ram would have said Shattered Graves.
I mean, maybe I just want to scare you.
Uh-huh.
You did a good job.
If we expose what they are doing and the fact that they are cheating their patrons out of money, and then maybe we should find out if there's a big event coming up in which people will be gambling on, and then make them pay out that money. And then you're going to love this one, Leroy. Not that I'd like to throw you any joy.
I do enjoy joy.
We empty their coffers.
Oh, yes.
We empty their
listen.
coffers before we have to pay out
I mean-
all the winnings. So we set up the casino to lose. The coffers are empty. They
Embarrassment.
cannot pay their patrons. They would
I mean,
never come back.
It's pretty embarrassing for a casino that's proven to be cheating to not have money to pay people. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I like this.
Look, I've been skimming enough off of my parents' accounts to know how to break in to the financials of any corporation. We just ramp up that programming a little bit to skim more off the top, not just the gradual little bit every day that I've been doing for one big haul. Their accounts are at zero, and then they have no way to pay.
All right, Mr. Plan Man.
But we need to see if there's a big event that everybody would be gambling on first. Or if there's not, we have to set up some sort of...
I feel like you don't need the big event. I feel like just having everybody unable to get payout is like, look, if you win at a casino and they can't pay you out, that's pretty bad. Like doesn't matter what day or time it is. That's just bad.
For an embarrassing event, though, it would have to be big payout to a lot of people all at once, like a sports match or some sort of thing.
We can double this up.
Everybody is.
This is a good point. So here's what we do. You're going to go and you're going to rack up a huge win to accentuate on that payout, that lack of payout. Add to the problem. We'll find a way to make sure that they run out of money. And I'm going to go and do some reconnaissance as a wealthy investor to try and...
That's step one.
Yeah, that's to get us in the door, just to get them to...
And to admit we need to catch them. So that's our fail-safe, is that we can release the fact that they
Now, I still think it's worth trying to figure out who they get to maintenance the machines so that I can get a look at some of their hardware.
I need to be an actual investor going into this.
Well, you have a bit of capital.
We never need to let them know that I am anything but penny packer.
I mean, yeah. I thought that was the plan. You don't actually have enough money to be an investor. Otherwise
No.
you'd be doing that.
I mean, even when the reveal happens, I'll always be known as an investor who walked away from there.
Oh, because they were totally embarrassed and you don't want to do business with them.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Instead of revealing who I am at the end, because that embarrassment will linger. And they may call me for reinvestment in the future, and we can find out how they recover.
Ooh, that's interesting. That's a good plus.
See what I'm saying? So no matter what happens, we need to keep my identity completely sealed. Of course, unless if Jim starts slinging that cannon around and...
I'm saying he should maybe be our backup plan.
Well, I mean...
I want to get involved.
In addition to all this, having a little technical failure, such as mechanical failure from a room being sabotaged, wouldn't hurt. And or if the guards can get a little hot, we'll need Jim to get us out. How would you embarrass somebody in any scenario?
Pull down their pants.
I was going to say the same thing. Worked pretty well in high school.
You guys are getting all the things. I'm asking all the problems.
Because we're hilarious.
We're literally solving all of these problems, and they're just making jokes.
All right.
Okay.
So we have to start with reconnaissance. We have to start with...
We need this recorded. You want me to handle recording? You want hardware to record?
Well, so this is the problem. I'm assuming they're going to like sweep him for stuff if he's going into the back rooms where they wheel and deal and talk about all the illegal stuff, because we live in a world where everybody has recording devices in every orifice.
Right. So instead we need to hack into their cameras and just download the footage.
That's what I'm thinking. We need to get it from the inside. That's why I'm saying we need to get me somewhere in their server room or close enough that I can get into it.
Or I can just do it from afar because I don't need to be in the server room because I'm better than you.
I don't know. I need you to be passing out on the job.
All right.
I was preparing for this job.
Uh-huh.
Let's go steal us a casino.
And that's a great
No.
time to
It's perfect.
I was going to say...
Arriving.
Okay.
bring up the next
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
We will be back next week. They're chomping at the bit to get more planning done and more legwork. I'm excited that they're coming up with the plan. They still have a ton of avenues they could pursue for information. So we will see what they do next week. Until next time, stay safe in the shadows.